Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. I have just got finished streaming some MX Bikes straight rhythm brackets for about 4.5-ish hours, just under 4.5 hours. I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to go back in time to almost 3 years ago now when this beauty came out called Farley's Facility. This is created by Kevin Fowler and it consists of obviously a tiny little bit of free ride over in the back, jump over this house, whatever. We've got 3 straight rhythm tracks that if I had to put money on it, I would guarantee that maybe at least 50% of you have never played or never even seen before. Straight rhythm, as we know in this game, is a bit boofed. It doesn't work properly. The format is not great. It will spawn 2 random people to a gate at a time. Sometimes they spawn inside each other and games will crash. Other times it's just people you don't want to be against each other anyway. So we have to do it manually. These are definitely going to see my streams in the near future. This is the first time I am going back to them in about almost the 3 years since they first came out. I am very excited. I'm going to try each and every one. I say there's 3. There's a main, a middle, and a sand one as well. And we've also got a turn track off in the forest here as well, which is quite cool if you like your turny stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to try and get a clean run on each and every one of these, and I hope you enjoy. So it is not very often that I come back to tracks that I've already done a video on to do another video on. So this is one of them rare occasions, but straight rhythm is such a niche part of this game, I think. There's basically nobody plays it anymore. And I guess the reason why is the format just doesn't work properly on servers. I would love for a game update in the future to possibly fix it. But let's see if we can get some sort, or gone a bit deep there already, some sort of a clean run on these. As I say, there's 3 of them in total. It's been just under 3 years since I've given them a go, so I'm interested to see if I can, I mean, I'm not going to remember anything, but I'm excited to see how long it will take me to get in clean run now compared to maybe back then, and we will definitely do all 3. One of these, oh, that is a lot shorter than I thought. Great accidental triple, I'll take that. One of these actually splits off as well, so in Red Bull straight rhythms in the past, they've had it where maybe halfway along the run, there is a sand section and it splits off both left and right, and both of them go kind of out and then come back in again and meet again in the middle. This has something very similar to that on the very, very furthest away one, all the way over that side of the map. So I'm definitely going to be interested to show that off when we get there as well. I just want a nice clean run on this. So we go double, double again, and then we triple this, triple again. Oh, these have got some very, very peaky takeoffs, like very short and stubby takeoffs. So it's quite easy for the bike to come out from underneath you. Right, I'm going to check up here. That is a full-on wall into these whoop sections. The whoops are very, very forgiving, so no issue with the whoops at all. We're just going to double this. Right, I'm going to double this as well. I'm going to check up. Nice smooth double. Triple out of here. Step on again. That's a big stretch. Holy. And then through the whoops, get your ass off the back of the seat, and then big old double over the finish line. Lovely stuff there. So that's the first one done already. I'm not sure how the timing works, because my timing started halfway along that, and it's still counting. Again, straight rhythm, very, very wonky in this game. I didn't expect to, after 4 minutes of recording in total, even including the intro of this, to have the first one done already. But I'm now going to ruin YouTube bitrate by going 83 miles an hour across all of this textured dirt, which is probably going to make it all look hella pixelated and horrible. And then floating tree, redo it, tracks a nil, 1 out of 5, would never play it again. We're going to come over to the middle track here as well, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to set a marker down at the beginning, and we're going to see how this one rides. This looks quite a whoopy already. Do you reckon that's trippleable off the back of that dragon's back? I reckon that is doable. I think you just need to get the right oomph. You know what, I'm not going to do it in this. That's fine. I'm going to leave that to some of you guys. If you want to download this and give it a go yourself, I'm going to let you guys do that. We're just going to do it nice, normal, double off, then triple again, and triple again. And this should just be a floaty double. It is a floaty double indeed. Lovely stuff. And then it's just a wall. It is a wall. Oh, actually, maybe you can double that. These tables are so... I've never seen on-offs like that before. There is almost no lip on them to give you that oomph that you need to get up and over it. Holy moly. You know what? This little travel back in time as well really does just show how far Kevin Fowler has come as a track creator in the last 3 years. Because his tracks now, every single track that he puts out is paid track quality in both height map and visuals and all the objects, everything in between. And this does look like one of his earlier builds. You can just tell the difference in textures. I don't know if there's any like norms action going on the track, or if it is just flat textures and that's it. But I do love going back in time and seeing some of these older pieces of art. And to be fair, probably still better than anything I could have done. I went through a period of a day, basically, where I wanted to make my own straight rhythm track. But I wanted it to be one really, really wide track that could fit like 40 people side by side, so you all have a go at the same time. It just didn't go very well, even with a Supercross template and stretching it out to the width of the map. I don't know why, I just couldn't get things to like flow how I wanted them to. I couldn't think of imaginative rhythms at all. I wanted to start with like a higher up start, so you know kind of how the Matterley Basin MX and Nations track is higher up. I wanted something similar to that, and then you drop down into like the rest of the track, and because that bit of the track was super high compared to the rest, it was messing up with the scaling of everything else. Maybe it's something that I'll revisit in the near future, because I would like to get that done. I think we do need some more straight rhythm stuff in this game. But first, Boso, please give us an update to the straight rhythm game mode in this. I really wish that it worked. It's painful that it doesn't. I don't think even the stock straight rhythm track in this game is spoofed for the straight rhythm game mode. I think it was Insane. Maybe there was other people that helped him, but I know Insane posted it. There's a straight rhythm GRA edition, which is on MXB mods, which you can kind of race, but then it picks 2 random people to race against each other. And you can, if you're unlucky enough, you can end up getting into a loop where you don't get picked for ages. I thought I had it worked out in the past. I thought it went from like first place to last place against each other, and then let's say last is 5th, it then goes 2nd against 4th, for example. But then that never ended up working that way. And then if people then beat their lap time on the next run, then they moved out in the random seed order, and it doesn't make much sense to me. But it is what it is. It's MX Bikes, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's a game that we love and hate at the same time for various reasons. So this is the 3rd track that we've got here. This is the one that splits off into 2. I'm going to set a marker. I do quickly need to go back to the pits because I only have 2 litres of fuel. I now have 0.8. I'm now back to 2 litres of fuel. And we're going to give this one a go as well. So I've had 2 pretty clean runs on the 2 previous ones. I'm interested to see what this one's like. That is that a okay, yeah, that is a roll and double. You can't go like double and then jump after that. There is a massive hole of doom in the middle there. So then getting our way through here. Ooh, come up a little bit short. This is where we split off into 2. So we're going to go over to the left. Oh, we are slipping. This is sand traction as well, by the way. I don't know how well you can see in these shadowy areas, but these straights are all rutted out as well. Like deep, long ruts the whole way through. And what have we got up here? We kind of merge back on. We're going to hit it at a diagonal line, because that will just be the easiest way to carry the most speed. And then all these on-offs again, very, very short. Like, not much room for error getting on top of all these. And that wasn't, for a one and done, that was not a terrible run whatsoever. I'm going to give it one more go. We're going to come down, we're going to scrub this double. We're then going to roll to the top of this bad boy. Get on the power to hit this step down. I don't know if that little step off there is possible on a 250. I have a feeling it might not be. I think this track is very 450 orientated. Oh, okay. No, you know what? I'm going to reset. I do want to get a almost perfect run, and I think I know the rhythms to do so. So up to the top, roll off the throttle, gentle back on it again, so you're not just wheel spinning. Please get back into a rhythm. Please. No, that's okay. I may be getting ahead of myself. I just need to be as smooth as possible. Up onto this 2nd gear. There we go. Did not come up short that time. I'm going to scrub onto this, step onto this table, up, step off, check up a little bit for this triple, so then I can triple this one nicely. I'm actually going to go to the right hand side this time as well. We'll mix it up a little bit, see if they're both identical to each other. They're not identical to each other. Oh. Doesn't that kind of take away the whole point of straight rhythm if they're not equal? Maybe they're just like reverse. Maybe they're mirror images of each other. You know what? Actually, whilst I'm laying here, I'm going to go above the map and have a quick look. They're equal in terms of track layout, but they don't have the same like rollers and ruts as each other. Ah, I see what's happened. So in this section here, we have a bunch of rollers with some ruts in. You can tell. There you go. Here's the ruts that you can see. And on this side, you've got flatter rollers. But then the second part of this is the flatter rollers, which looks like this. And then the second part of this is rutted rollers. So it kind of mirrors, kind of contradicts, but it's not perfect. There's definitely going to be a faster side in that, which I didn't know. There you go, 3 years, and I've only just found that out. Lovely stuff. You learn new things every single day. Let's try and get a smooth run. So up here, step off, nice and clean. Drop back down, double, step on. Oh, I thought I came up a little bit short there. I'm going to check up a little bit for this triple. Oh, I came up too short. God damn it, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. You might hate seeing me resetting this over and over again. I do not care. I want to just keep going and going and going, up to the top. It may or may not be 3:43 AM right now, so my brain could be absolute mush, which is why I'm playing poorly, but yeah, the game's a game. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Then up to the top again. I'm just going to say second gear, get the traction, step down, double, step on, off, triple. I'm going to say left side this time. It went better for me last time than the right side did. Through the rough stuff. Oh, actually doubled in there as well. Oh, and again. That was a lot quicker than the first time I've done it. Round to the right. Nothing really to double here at all. There we go. Now I can double out, check up. Outside this bad boy. On, off. Step over. A little bit too far, but then we was only going to go double, like triple to the end anyway. There you go. That's a nice clean run for the very, very end of that. So there you go. 3 straight rhythm tracks that I actually don't want to put money on it because I've been wrong before. I would like to presume, I don't know if presume's even the right word, I would like to presume that not that many people have played. I see so many new faces come into the game at the moment, especially in the live streams that I've been doing. There's so many people on like under like 500 hours, for example. So if you have under 500, I'm guessing you've had the game for less than the 3 years that these tracks have been out. So I like going back and seeing some of these older ones, because unless people go and specifically look for straight rhythm tracks, you're never going to find this ever. Like, it's just not going to exist. I thought this was a turn track. It turns out that it's a little bit of a trail that goes across the 3 of them. So you land this. I was doing it the wrong way, of course, in typical Linda fashion. Go round to the left. For a bit of a free-ridey, turn tracky kind of thing, I thought it'd be a little bit deeper than it is. It's definitely on the shallower side. There's not a whole lot to bank off of, which, as you know, having something to bank off of on these new OEMs is very, very important. Now, how big is this? Bigger than I gave it credit for. Noted. So then you land this and go... Oh, okay, so it links into a little bit of the freestyle area. Okay. I tried backflipping. That had very weird collisions. They will have weird collisions? Yes, they do. I don't know how much freestyle you can do off of them, because, as I say, the collisions are very, very strange, but it's there. You know, it exists. And you know what? Since I'm off doing some free ride stuff, and I've finished doing the actual straight rhythm tracks, let's just quickly go over to here as well, because we have a cheeky little jump over the house / garage over here as well. How fast you have to hit this, again, absolutely no idea, but we'll just give it a quick little one time. We're just going to yeet. A lot faster than that. Thought I was going to land it as well. So a lot faster than that, giving MTX Moto Tracks vibes, of course, anytime you go and jump over someone's property. And then I think this jump is then going downside this berm. That is huge. Oh my goodness, barely got over that. And now we end up on the more, I guess you could call it a freestyle / free-ridey kind of area. It is massive. Like, the scaling on this is huge. So I guess you can get all sorts of steezy and backwards and buck nasty. Let's go in third person just for one whip. One final whip. I'm going to try and get as backwards as I can. Guarantee I go too far and I either 360 or it doesn't come back around. That was actually not that far backwards. One more. Actually 2 more, because this next jump's not as good as that one. Round to the left. I notice I tend to always whip this way. It's very rare that I'll whip to the right rather than to the left, but don't hate the player. Skirt. And we exit this bird. Actually, I'm going to try left this time. We'll try it. That was a tiny bit more facing backwards, but there was so much time to bring that back. It didn't feel that great. But either way, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope I've showed you a new, well, 3 tracks, because all 3 of them have timing. I hope I've showed you 3 new tracks that you can enjoy today and get some straight rhythm practicing, because I want to bring some more straight rhythm live streams to the channel. They've had a really, really good day of doing them today, so they're definitely going to make a reappearance sometime in the near future. And thank you everyone for all the support recently. It's been absolutely insane. I've been streaming at more of an American time zone, so for the people in the EU that don't get to see it, I do apologise. Of course, the streams always go up as videos afterwards, so if you want to just slap it on your second monitor whilst you work, or if you're doing homework or something, maybe you're just playing other games and you've got the spare monitor open and you want some background noise, then by all means throw them up. And to all of the new American faces that keep popping by in all these streams, thank you very much for showing up and supporting the channel. It's very, very appreciated. So if you did like this video as well, by all means drop a like. I'd appreciate it very, very much. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the tour for the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.